cranberry bogs are seeing a lot of activity this week as the fall harvest kicks off.
News 8's Alec Giannakopoulos joins us with how the harvest is going for one area farm and how weather this year may have been problematic for some growers.
Mike and Martha, it takes very specific land and weather conditions for a cranberry to grow. That's why only a handful of states produce most of the country's cranberries. But when those weather conditions change, it could spell trouble for the crop.
So you're going to be starting to get into the vines, so just be careful of that. You might need to pick your feet up a little bit.
Although they may look ready, there's only one way farmer Amber Bristow makes sure a cranberry is fresh.
The seeds are brown, so that means it's ripe.
Meaning it's time to harvest.
So once all the berries are corralled into one corner, then we have what's called a berry pump. It just acts like a big vacuum, so then that just kind of sucks all the berries up and puts them into the back of a dump truck. Then we send that fruit off into Ocean Spray to be processed.
But this batch of berries might be smaller than the last few years.
Like most farmers in the area, we're kind of noticing a smaller crop.
Cold weather may have stunted the fruit's growth.
Kind of like most farmers, we're about a week to 10 days behind normal schedule just due to the late spring that we had and kind of a cold early summer when the fruit was really starting to develop.
Wisconsin leads the nation in cranberry production and has for more than 25 years straight. Wisconsin growers haven't produced fewer than 5 million barrels in the last 4 years. That may change this year, but Amber is still happy with the crop.
We kind of went through that really cold streak in the summer, so we're noticing a little bit smaller fruit, but overall, we're pretty pleased with the crop this year.
Most farms have systems to help fight back against the weather.
Thankfully, we can kind of control the elements with cranberries, so if it gets too hot, we can irrigate, obviously. If it gets too cold, we can kind of control that as well.
Showing that it will take more than some bad weather to keep berries from blossoming at the Raisin family farm.
There's just so much pride in what we do, and we want to keep it going for even more generations.
Another reason Amber wasn't too concerned with a potentially smaller harvest is in the last few years there had been an oversupply of the fruit. They didn't ship all the berries they grew last year out of fear of lowering the price, but they don't look to do that this year.
Okay, thanks a lot, Alec. Most area farms look to finish their harvest by early November.